So this has been up on my door year-round for a year now. And it's cute. I don't like the writing. Why did you add the writing past Joey? But the rest of it's cute. The little cat elf is adorable. But also I'm getting kind of tired of seeing it, so let's paint these to go on the door.
So the first plaque I'm going to be painting on for my bedroom door today is this cloud plaque. And because it's a cloud, I went with the color white. Because most clouds are white. I guess I could have gone for a gray cloud, but white matches more with the pastel colors that I'm currently mixing. Because for some reason, I decided that the perfect theme for this cloud is cloud with random pastel color splotches. I'm pretty sure when I was painting this, my idea was that it was somehow reflecting the sunset, but only in certain spots, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't know what pastel it was thinking. I also added a second coat of white paint because it needs more coats of paint because I didn't do a base coat. I really should have done a base coat. Oops. And now I'm lightening those pastel colors because apparently they need to be more pastel to pass Zoe. I thought they looked fine, but apparently they need to be more pastel. It was quite hard to paint around the little rope thing that'll actually make it so it can hang on the door because I kept having to lift it up to get to the areas like that. I kept having to lift it up, which was a little bit annoying, but otherwise, how is it really going to hang on my door? It wouldn't be able to hang on my door if it didn't have the rope. And that would defeat the whole point. Random thought, sunsets are really pretty. Somehow I haven't made a painting on the channel, at least, that has a sunset in it. Have I? Hang on, I need to go check. So I actually don't have a painting that I've done on the channel that has a sunset in it. Or I think at all. I don't think I've made a single sunset painting. I need to get on that. Sunsets are really pretty. I could make something pretty and cute with a sunset. I'll probably get around to that eventually. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm probably going to forget I ever said I was going to make a sunset painting and then never do one. For as long as until I remember it. And I lighten those pastel colors yet again, because apparently they weren't light enough, and added larger splotches of pink. And decided that I didn't like that white at all, so just decided to paint all over it with the pastel colors. And it came out so much nicer this way. I'm happy I decided to ditch the white. It didn't make much sense with white. I mean, it doesn't make much sense now either, because it's still supposed to be reflecting a sunset-y thing. But it looks prettier now. And I also tried to blend out those colors. That yellow and the blend between the yellow and the blue I particularly like. I think I did a good job with that. And I tried to make it blend because, I mean, it's sunset. The colors are going to blend into each other. And I'm not really going to count this as a sunset because you can't really see a sun. And it's a cloud reflecting off of a sunset. It's not actually a sunset. And that's where I decided to stop because I didn't know what else to do with it. Yeah, I really didn't know what to do with that cloud plaque. I'll probably come back to it eventually and paint something on it when I have an idea of what to do for it. But I just don't know what to do with it right now. I just have absolutely no idea what to do with it. Right, anyway, I'm painting this side purple, and I'm now going to turn it over and paint the other side this gorgeous aqua color. I actually have a whole shelf of Squishmallows dedicated to that color. Well, I guess it's not all Squishmallows. Technically, there is a mint chocolate chip cat mixed in there. So I guess it's not all Squishmallows. But it's mostly Squishmallows. The rest are Squishmallows. I really like Squishmallows. I have over 100. Probably too many Squishmallows. But I have them. And they are very cute. I love Squishmallows. They're just so cute with their eyes, and I love them. They're adorable. Anyway, the concept for this side of the plaque will be Pokemon Horizons themed. Fun fact, Pokemon Journeys was the first anime I ever watched. That was the first anime I ever watched. I mean, there was a girl in it who had an Eevee. I don't remember her name. I just remember that she had an Eevee and didn't want to evolve. And it was an Eevee. And Eevee is my favorite Pokemon, so of course I'm going to remember someone who has an Eevee. Anyway, the character I'm painting on this plaque is Nidothing. That is Pokemon Horizons Dot. That is her internet persona, which I think is cool. It's a Nido queen costume. It's Nidothing. It's punny and it's cute. And also, I'm going to paint Dot on the other side later. Look at how amazing Dot's character design is. Look at that. That is peak character design in my eyes. Look at how purpley and pinky and... Look, it's gorgeous. Mwah! The color scheme is chef's kiss. I'm also biased because she has a lot of purple on her, and purple is my favorite color. But yes, purple. Mwah! Purple is my favorite color by far, so of course I'm going to like a character that has a lot of purple on her. Right, anyway, so a staple of Nidothing's outfit is the giant zipper on the front, because it's an inflatable costume, so I'm painting that in now. And I don't really have much to say after this, so enjoy the music until I have something to say again. So, you'll see me writing out in pencil, editing in progress. You probably can't read it because it's upside down. And I went through with the painting of that and didn't realize anything was wrong until after I'd finished painting it. It was supposed to say intro in progress. That side is supposed to say intro in progress. So I had to redo that, which required more coats of paint, which took longer. I make things difficult for myself for no reason. No reason at all. And that's why I'm going to pop back out, because I don't have anything else to say. Enjoy more of the music. now I'm going to flip it around with a paper towel underneath just so it doesn't get stuck on my desk that has dried paint on it because I don't want to ruin the back. Squeezing some more purple paint on there because I realized it needed a second coat. Decided that was a little bit too dark for me, so I added some white to lighten it up. And I think it looks really nice.
my editing desk underneath my IKEA loft bed. And I'm not going to bother dragging it over here because after I'm done filming this outro, I'm going to go edit. And that seems like a waste to drag my chair over here, move all the stuff out of the way, drag my chair over here, move the other stuff out of the way, drag my chair over here, sit down, film this outro, and then just drag my chair all the way back over to do editing. So I'm standing. And here's how this first sign, I guess the second sign, came out with the intro in progress. It also works for the outro in progress, obviously. And then here's the editing progress. This is kind of me, though, when I'm editing. What did I pick today to edit? It's accurate. And then we have this incredibly boring cloud plaque. I don't know what else to put, and I don't want to film this video anymore, and I don't want to sit here for like a couple of days trying to come up with ideas for what else to put on here. So it's going to stay like this for a while until inevitably in some other video I come up with an idea for it and then paint it. So it's just going to stay like this for a while. But anyway, I'll see you next week for more cute stuff. Bye!